Hi guys, so today I want to show you a whole user journey showing like how Adema helps SH Care to source new projects in the vulnerable care sector. So SH Care does projects like all across the UK, and I would like to show you how they use Adema to find those projects and analyze and market those projects. So let's switch to Adema. So we are in the Map Explorer, and you can use the heat map to find hotspots. So now we are about elderly care. So you see where you have rather lower rates. Here we are in the crew area. We see like elderly bed supply score is 90%. That sounds good, but it's actually not so good. It's very relative. So this is an interesting area. And then SH Care was looking for the right properties. You can filter by size, etc. And you can, of course, also use the planning attributes, like check if things are in a flood risk zone, etc. Like things that are in particular, like flood risk zones, in particular relevant when you want to find a project for an elderly care home. But that's like the map, and then you can use it to find the right places. But I would now like to jump actually directly into analyzing in detail. So here I already saved the property. So this here, SH Care is actually planning a care home. And we see like we have 3 different titles in here. And this one I saved as a project already. So in the sidebar, you see all the things also about ownership, etc. Like you see that in other tutorials. But now I will directly jump into the project view and go across that project with you. So first, we always have the title information tab. You see it's a freehold tenure. And you also see that there are the other 2 titles. You see the title boundaries here and the street views. You can add some nodes. Here, well, it's basically in planning. So that's also correct. It's in process on our project board. And then you can look up the ownership information. You see this title is owned by this company. And then you also see like the offices of that company that you may want to contact. Then you see the planning attributes. Now specifically for this title, so you see that this one is not directly affected by something relevant, like it's in a build-up area. You can then also check, okay, is there a flood zone, or are there other maybe interesting things like parks for the elderly, open green spaces, etc. So you see here, okay, here is a park or an open green space. That's cool. You see there is actually a flood zone very close by. So this will be relevant for your planning application, because you see like this is this title, and here you see the overall boundaries. So you will be affected by, which will be important for the planning statement, for which we, by the way, will also provide a tool which is coming soon. And you can look into the property market, how the property market is evolving, the sales comparables. Like you can also check if there's something directly in the postcode and filter for that one, and filter for freeholds. And then you see the comparables here. It's all in electricity street. Then you can look into the area stats, which is in this case quite interesting. So you see, while crime could be an issue in this area, you see the population forecast. And here you see already like the elderly population is growing, and like within 5 years there will be 400, more than 400 people being over 80. So in total 2,000 in the 1 mile radius, which is quite big, and like the growth is very big. So this makes it interesting, definitely for elderly projects. And then you have all the other informations here. And then let's look into the use case analysis, which is interesting in this very case. So we have already use case analysis tools for elderly care projects, and we will have some more soon, as you can see. But here you can use the Adema AI, like it fully like autonomously creates like a care report for you that you can use to further analyze, or also use as material to send out to your stakeholders. So you have all the detailed information in there, summaries by the AI. You have a competitor analysis, seeing like all the other care homes in the area. You see it here in the map. Also, of course, you know the sources about it, and you can download it as a PDF. And what is also interesting, you can, well, now if you develop the project, like who should operate the project, or who would you want to sell the project to? So you can do an operator matching analysis and match the most fitting care operators. So they are ranked now by the specific matching score for this kind of project, this kind of demographics, and the area where it is located in. So you can click into those, like here's Care UK ranked as 1 with like a full matching score. And so you can see the details, okay, like Care UK has a very well CQC quality score, which is interesting because good quality allows you to differentiate from your competition. You see they have a high activity score, so they are likely to already run care homes, or like they do already run care homes in Cheshire East. They also kind of do the same size of care homes. Like in our case, like you would have looked closely into the report, like we target here like a 72 bed care home. And you see also, well, for Care UK here, like that they have different operators that run different care homes. And then for those, you have more information, and you see the exact care homes, you see the offices that you may want to contact. Yes, that's about the operator care matching. And then let's have a look into the death appraisal. Like here we already created a full appraisal. So let's open that. You see the key metrics here. You see the targeted profit, the sensitivity analysis. Yes, like here we have all the information like about the site purchase, the revenue, when selling the unit. So it's, as we can see here, it's 72 units. So at the end we look at 72 units with a 259,000 net internal area square feet. And yeah, we have the build cost. Like here we did like a very detailed care development appraisal. So As you can see here, we have like the very detailed cost structure, the superstructure, etc. Finance like at a 70% interest rate and retained interest rate over 18 months. We can look into the cash flow analysis and we can generate the DEF appraisal. So here we see the DEF appraisal that SHCare can use to send to stakeholders. And as you've seen, like it happens in the click of a button. Like Adema saves SHCare home, like just with this DEF appraisal tool instead of using Excel. Like you have everything that you need there. You have all the industry defaults. So you're very quick in creating those DEF appraisals as well as the marketing reports. So this is a very successful project for SHCare. We can also see like in their projects in planning, here is the project crew. So we see like here we saw the actual site, how it looks currently, and here we see how it will look in the future when the care home is built. So it's a very useful tool for SHCare, like particularly of course because for right now we already released like elderly care homes as a use case, but very soon you will also provide more use cases. Yeah, I hope that showed you a bit like how the tool can benefit SHCare or hopefully you. Thank you for your attention.